Hey PoE enjoyers! Leveling gems for profit is incredibly efficient as a steady stream of currency that takes little thought or effort to set up. Leveling gems in your offhand weapons is something you should be doing all the time. It is a free way of making some currency while doing your other farms, or of getting some of the gems you need for your own build. Here are some tips for taking leveling gems a step further. At the beginning of the league, I tend to keep a couple of items like these to level gems in. I can slot in whatever I like because between them they have 6 white sockets. When I've made a bit of currency, I tend to upgrade, and I'll get myself a 6 white socket bow, like this, and a Maloney's quiver, which has 3 sockets, to allow me to level 9 gems at a time. This is especially good if you're leveling up more valuable gems like Awakened Gems, Alternate Quality, or Enlighten in Power and Enhance. This is also really good if you're doing things like Legion 5-way carries and simulacrums, which give a lot of experience, as the gems will level up really fast. If you are leveling up in Power, Enlighten, and Enhance, it can be really good to put them in the bow and get this bench craft here. Quality of socketed gems. Quality for these gems makes them level up faster. You get this craft from unveiling Haku weapons from Betrayal. In order to profit from your gems, you also need to flip them. This means leveling a gem up to level 20, then taking it with 1 Gemcutter's Prism to a shop and selling it. This will take the level of the gem from 20 back down to 1, but give the gem 20% quality. You can also use 20 Gemcutter's Prisms to take a level 20 gem to 20% quality, but this often isn't worth it. Now this gem can be put back into my leveling setup and taken back to level 20, and once it is 2020, I could then choose to Vaal it. Vaaling gems can be risky, however, a lot of gems at level 21 are quite desirable for people wanting to min-max their builds. Vaaling something like an Empower support can also result in a lot of profit, so let's just chuck a Vaal orb on this and see what happens. And nothing, so it's still level 3, which means it's now worth basically nothing. The results of using a Vaal orb on a gem include what happened here, which is nothing happens to the gem, it just gains a corrupted tag. The gem can also lose a level, gain a level, lose quality, or gain quality. I believe the odds of gaining a level, which is usually the most desired outcome, is about 12.5%. When choosing which gems to level, you can also use PoE Ninja to help you make a decision. Just scroll down on the side here to skill gems, and you can have a look at which gems are most valuable. For the most profit, you are probably looking at Awakened Gems. For example, a level 5 Awakened Enlightened support is worth 300 divines. However, this is a lot of investment. I would suggest, if you're just starting out, to actually go with Vaal gems. If a gem has a Vaal variant available, this is the final outcome you can get from a Vaal orb, which I did not mention previously. Vaal gems are definitely a gamble. When you throw a Vaal orb on a 2020, for example, arc here, you have about a 12.5% chance of getting a Vaal arc. If that Vaal arc is level 21, it's worth nearly 16 divines. Vaal arc, Vaal summon skeletons, Vaal caustic arrow, Vaal Haste, and Vaal Spark are often really good choices of gems to go for, because in most leagues they are worth a decent amount of currency. You can choose to do support gems, for example Cruelty support instead. They're worth a bit less, but your currency is probably going to be a little bit more consistent. However, you're not going to get the big spike in profits when you hit a Vaal gem. One last thing to mention is, if the gem is valuable enough, it can be worth using an Alva Temple with a Doryani's Institute. Doryani's Institute is the only way to get a gem that is both level 21 and quality 23. If this is worth it for the gem that you are leveling, then it may be worth considering buying some Alva Temples. If you found this helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. And also, if you get temples, try to make sure that your path up to the apex of Exile does not run through an Atziri room. Cheers!